Now we go into the healing moment for music. I think every artist, even singers, even instrumentalists, they have to take the responsibility what kind of frequency they play. So the next 200 years, it will be a big change. I was always in love with music. I always had a dream to sing and open people's heart with my voice. That was always my dream. So when someone sings, your throat chakra, everyone's throat chakra is a gate to your higher self. So how you speak, especially when you change your frequency into sing, you open that and you give everything to the people. So especially vocalists, they have to be aware what they're doing with the open gate and what they call in, but also what they give to the people. So 440, and that is the frequency of stress, of competition, of fear. Music is so powerful, even how you speak has a frequency. The last 200 years, we were in this earth epoch. Everything was about materialism, capitalism. It was all about me, me, me. It was more like, and the woman was an object. And now we are changing into the air epoch for the next 200 years. So we are really, you and me, we are with that bridge to go now to the other side. And it's really happening.
Just a little taster of what is coming up on the show. But first, please do like this video and subscribe to the channel. And also tell your friends and family about this podcast. Please let us know in the comments if you would like to hear any particular topic in relation to sleep or health. And I will create a show especially for you, just for asking the question. So let's get on with the show. Welcome back, everybody, to the Empowering Family Health podcast. Today on the show, I have an incredible guest today. I'm Joanne Callahan, by the way, your host, if this is your first time tuning in, and if you return it back, welcome back again. So my guest today is Saskia, and she is all the way from Los Angeles. And I met Saskia, this really incredible lady who is making an impact on the world. I met her at the Emmys in September, I believe. Yeah, September. I was over in Los Angeles on a whirlwind journey with all my 262 sisters over there. And we had our stand there, and we were hand gifting the 262 book out to everybody there who was coming in, all the celebrities and media. And I met Saskia and I had a great conversation, as did many of my other sisters who were there as well. But Saskia, let me read out her bio. She is a singing psychic medium from Switzerland. And together, Saskia and her psychic pianist, Michael, believe your soul has a song. And they offer intuitive music reading sessions, soul song channeling experience in a vocal piano performance. It's their unique product of their 12-year journey around the world, around the United States, Europe, North Africa, the Middle East and India. They've been really all over the world. And how they experience a huge resonance to help support and guide people, because they experience how equipping people with their soul song makes such a positive change and an impact on people's lives. And Saskia says, I know the power of music because I healed only through the vibration of my own voice from a paralyzing brain stroke at the age of 29 within 3 days. And we're going to get Saskia to tell us a little bit about that story. And as part of their journey, Saskia and Michael have channeled a soul song for the Sultan of Oman, or the King of Oman, and performed it at the Muscat Amphitheatre in front of the royal family and 4,000 people. Oh my God. Now she's living in Los Angeles, and her dream is to sing in the US, and that's all coming true now for her. And she's been in Los Angeles for 8 months now, and they continue to meditate on their own guidance that will help to lead them in their direction as they operate independently to their ambitious goals. And that is to give every American and people all around the world their soul song, to invite individual and collective people to change through music. And this is all done in the healing frequency of 432 hertz. Saskia, you are very, very welcome to the podcast. How are you?
Thank you so much for this wonderful introduction, and you are just amazing. Yes, we met at Emmys.
It's
Event, and I saw you there, and the beautiful project with the book, and every story is so important for that world, and every story has a vibration of love and light and goes into the quantum field, and then it changed something. So um, everyone has an impact, and it's just up to you what kind of impact you want to have. So that's why frequency and music for us is such a big thing. It makes waves, and everyone is part of that journey. So thank you so much that we doing this, that I'm guest with your wonderful podcast, with your wonderful work. Thank you so.
interesting that, you know, you mentioned that the story, each of the stories in the book has a frequency.
Mhm.
And when you look at it from that perspective, like everybody in that book has a story of a challenge, overcoming a
Mhm.
challenge and coming from there into triumph. I think we all have a story and there's a vibration to each of those stories. It's really interesting now that you kind of put it into that perspective. And we are energetic beings. Everything is energy. Words even have energy. And songs, of course, and music has energy. Tell us, Saskia, I'm just really intrigued by how you got into this work. So I know you said in the bio there you had a stroke. Can you tell us, I presume that this is what got you into this work. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So I was always in love with music. Music was something in my childhood. I think I can remember I started to sing, or to start to love to sing when I was 6 or 7. But it was kind of like, oh, this is just a hobby. This is not real. This is nothing real. So when I was 7 or 8, I when they're the Saint Nicholas coming at your home, and it gives you the little sweets. So we have this tradition very strong in Switzerland. So, and I grew up in a little village, 800 people, and they came to you home and give you a little sweet, and then you have to make a poetry and to say thank you. So always when he came in December, I was so excited because I sang my poetry, and I used that as a stage because he had to listen, and he cannot say, no, don't sing. So because my parents, they were not into music, so they said this is nothing real. So no support from the childhood parents' time. So I used situations as a stage, and I was just singing my poetry, and so singing and singing. So and there is still a photo of it with this situation. So, and then you grow up as a teenager. Music was always important. When I had tough times, I was listening a lot to American music. So I had my favorites. I had this hip hop time, Missy Elliott, then Alicia Keys, then Tony Braxton, all the Disney songs. I think because of my first movie from Disney, I was in love with that music, with that rich music, with that positive, that at the end everything comes good, and you have to have the hope and don't give up. And I think I know every Disney song, especially from the old movies, and now from the new movies too, because I can't stop. So I think that brought me in. And then because of that kind of conflict with my family side, I ended up in the kitchen as a chef. So to do that as a professional, and in the kitchen, this is a very masculine environment, especially when you go 20 years back. So and always I sung for myself when I was alone. And it was always my dream to be a singer too. And I was always speaking with the universe. Why is my life like this? Why is my life like this? I want to be a singer. Why I'm kind of like catched in that situation and no one is here to speak about that. So I felt alone, but music was give me kind of a hug from the universe that I don't feel alone. So I was kind of, so the universe is my best friend. And still on today, the universe is my manager. So I always ask every day I do meditation. I go in the guidance to my guides. And then I get catched in that normal life. I was engaged, 29, people starting to ask me, do you want to have kids? It is time, you're getting old, all these cliches. And I am so out of that. So why we have still all these cliches all the time? So and I was engaged, and when that comes all the time from every side, on some point I was thinking, you know what, he's a nice guy, maybe I should have kids. But my inner truth was always to be an artist, to be with the universe, not to get married, not have kids. I never had that dream. I always had a dream about the stage. I always had a dream to sing and open people's heart with my voice. That was always my dream. But you are such in that kind of wheel of surviving, you losing it step by step. It's not from overnight. It's more like a process that is very slow, very slow. And then at some point, you're totally someone else, somewhere else that you have in your heart and mind before.
The ability to rest is the body's key to healing. Do you struggle with getting asleep at nighttime or staying asleep during the night and waking up the next morning feeling absolutely exhausted? My book, How to Get a Good Night's Sleep, is easy to understand. It's solution-based and it's packed with research to help you take back control of your night's sleep. My book is available on Amazon and it's also available on howtogetagoodnightsleep.com. This book is also available in audio and ebook. So get your copy today and start having the best night's sleep that you've only ever dreamed of.
So, and then on a normal Wednesday morning, I had 2 cats. I want to give them food, breakfast, and then in the kitchen, I fell down and I could not move anymore. I was 29. I was 1 week before my 30th birthday. It was 1 week before.
Very young.
And it was, they brought me to the hospital and everyone was like, this is totally uncommon. This is totally like, what? And I could not speak because I was paralyzed the left side of my body. So you have so many muscles here. You see, they go all down. It looks really like a horror movie. And it was kind of like, what's going on with me? They cleaned me. They because I had no control about my mouth. And so, and in that moment, I started to cry. And the only thought, I was so clear in my mind with my connection, my only thought was, I never sung. I forgot to sing. And now I'm in a wheelchair or I cannot speak. And now my life and that I was so sad about that I lost my dream kind of. And I was crying. And I think when you have these moments, if you like these shock moments, the one thought that comes in, it's really, that matters, because I was not thinking, oh, how I get married or oh, I hope I can have kids. It was that I forgot the music in my life, kind of like, and then I started.
Never have it back. You'll never have a chance to.
Yeah, because I couldn't speak anymore. It was like, I always said to my hand, move, and it was nothing happened. So in that moment, this conversation started with my higher self. So they asking me, why you don't sing? And then I had this conversation, when you have so many excuses.
Yeah.
to run away from yourself. I start to tell them, because I am nobody. Why you don't sing? Because I don't have a band. Why you don't sing? Because my mom doesn't believe in me. Why you don't sing? Because I never went to school. Why you don't sing? Because I cannot read notes. Why you don't sing? So it was kind of like, and then it changed to, you have the voice. That is absolutely enough. So it was a whole conversation, and I have no clue how long that was. But then on some point, I had no excuses anymore. So, and, and I surrendered, kind of like, okay, you know what? I have no clue. So, okay. So, but then I said to them, kind of, okay, let's make a deal. When I can stand up, when I can walk, speak, sing, because singing is something else. So then I go on my healing journey, I go on my music journey, and I don't give up until I sit by the Grammys in Los Angeles.
Holy shit.
I want to fulfill my dream. I want to make that big. That was always my dream. My biggest dream was to go with the Backstreet Boys on tour, you know? So I had always this like, bam, it was always up there. And that's why people were like, you are crazy. You are crazy. Look from where you are. You're crazy. You will never make it to America. This is impossible. Your family is nothing. You are nothing, you know, like you work in the kitchen. So what? So
It was very strong, Saskia, wasn't it? It was very, very.
very. So I talk to them. I say that in my thoughts, I did that deal kind of with myself. And in that moment, I felt something came back, energy in my hands. And it goes over my whole body. And in 3 days, only 3 days, I walked out of the hospital.
Like,
No medication, nothing. I came back. I was telling the people, hey, I can speak again. And they were like, was, and so the diagnosis was brain stroke together with a migraine.
oh,
So
wow.
it's, and I had always migraines. And now from the spiritual side, migraines is if you are not love yourself enough, if you block that spiritual energy that comes from up, if you're not connected and doing your spiritual work, and it's very something feminine, it's about feminine divine power. So when I started then to sing, and then I had to change my whole life. I walked out, I quit the engagement with my fiance. Only 2 weeks later, I was waiting 2 weeks to tell my mom that I had a stroke, because I knew she will do a drama out of it and put me in that box. And 2 weeks later, I just told her like, I had a stroke. I was in the hospital. And she said, no. And she did that drama. And I said, no, stop it. It's my awakening moment. And now I'm doing music. And the only reaction from her was kind of, oh no, that thing again, music again. And I told her, yes, but now you don't want, I don't let you stop me, not this time, because I did that contract with the universe.
What was that like?
You still speaking with the universe? And I say, I have now to listen to the universe. Now it's my time. I have to stand up. I have to change everything in my life. So from that point, and this is now 12 years ago, from that point, I changed everything. So, yeah.
That's incredible. And so much to unpack in that. So to me, it sounds like you were so clear. You were so clear in your head after that point when you walked out of that hospital, what it was that you wanted to do, not what you need, well, what you needed to do, but what you wanted to do, that you were very much aligned to. And it comes across to me that you were very excited. Yes, you know, you had your mother to have that conversation with, and you kind of preempted what would happen, but you were still very clear that you were doing this.
Yeah.
And it was like, you know, that this was your soul's purpose, obviously, but it was, I can hear excitement in your voice. I can hear excitement because, like, okay, I have a chance to do this now, what I've wanted to do all my life.
This is my last chance. I felt it. You know, when you have this feeling, whoa, this is my last chance. If you don't do it right now, I don't want to mess up again with that energy, because it was so strong in my body. So kind of like, Okay. I get it. Okay. And yes, anyway, I want to sing. I mean, it's not something like I want, but I have had no clue. I was starting from under zero. I mean, I just walked out and I said to the universe, okay, let's change everything. I have no clue what to do, but I will follow the breadcrumbs step by step, and please help me to do that. I started to journaling. I started to follow that things to clean up because my name is Dust of Soul, and I have to clean my dust from my soul first. And that is because Dust of Soul, before the soul song channeling goes to the people, it comes to me. And I have to clean my dust from my soul in a very good way every day. And that was my starting point to channel that energy of light, of the soul, of everything into my body, and then to start to sing and open my throat chakra. And that gave me my body back. And
Totally.
it starts with me.
Healing, when we talk about healing, there's loads of modalities to heal, right? And everyone is different and everyone has their and what have you. But what is it that's so special about music? Because, it works right down to the cellular level. What is it that you love particularly about music that really contributes to that fast healing that we can experience?
I think music. So I think music is one of the oldest form of art and kind of connection to the universe. I think it was starting everything with a tune, kind of. And when you listen to music, it goes direct into your body and it goes through your body. It goes out in the back again. So it comes in and then it goes out again because it's a frequency. And music has the power to go into and go out and take things out of your body that you don't need anymore, especially when it's in a healing frequency. And now it's the time for that music to have the responsibility. So when someone sings, this one, your throat chakra, everyone's throat chakra is a gate to your higher self. So how you speak, especially when you change your frequency into sing, you open that and you give everything to the people. So singers, especially vocalists, they have to be aware what they're doing with the open gate and what they call in, but also what they give to the people. So if you sing all the time about everything is not good, everything is dark, and you give that dark energy to your audience.
Wow.
Immediately. Because again, it's so powerful. And even with the chakra points, so here is the connection to your body, but here starts the connection to your higher self too.
Wow. I never thought of it that way with singers and artists, the music and the lyrics even that they're singing and the type of music that they're playing, because they're projecting that out to the people, they're producing an energy. So I guess to be mindful that they have to be conscious of that responsibility.
That's why they use music in the church. That's why they use music as chants, because it's one of the most powerful kind of work and energy that you can give to people, because everyone has an effect on it.
Wow.
Now you have to take a pill and then it's just in your body. But why is music in a shopping center? Everyone hears and everyone has an effect. And that shopping center music is in the 440 frequency. So 440, and that is the frequency of stress, of competition, of fear. And that's why you go into the shopping center. It then depends what kind of relationship you have with music. And then you want to shop more, or you want to have, no, today I feel not good because I feel the fear. And then you go and eat more. So that's a concept. Music is so powerful. It affects you and you have no clue that it already makes with you that, it's kind of
manipulating us in a way.
Kind of, yes.
It's used in the wrong way.
They found that out after the Second War. They found out that music in that frequency, and there are other frequency level, that the soldiers was listening to kind of a specific of kind of frequency, and then they get more aggressive, more powerful. So, and then I don't know who invented that, to change all the orchestra, everything into 4/40. And now it starts to go back in more 5/28 or 4/32, to more in a relaxing mode, and that your body can relax. Because when your body listens to stressful, like, you don't hear it. It's a frequency. You cannot hear that frequency. So, but it has an effect on you. So yes, you are totally right. It's very powerful. And that's why even how you speak has a frequency. So it is such a powerful, and it's a powerful tool because it's connected to outside. I mean, your heart chakra, your sacral chakra, your root chakra, it's more about your kind of like your roots and your things. But this is the connection, how you call in connection from other dimensions or from your daily life, how you speak with people, how they react to you, how is your voice. So that's your gate to everything.
That's really interesting, and I'm just thinking as you're saying that as well. You've heard of somatic, is it somatic, or is that where we hold energy in our body, where we hold like trauma in our body, and this is what is actually communicated through the vagus nerve to our mind. The subconscious mind and the reptilian. We hear all about that, like and how we react and how we're triggered. And is it true? Because I know with the heart as well, the heart is so energetic, but the vagus nerve feeds more information up to the brain than the other way around. And the throat is the gateway between the mind and the body. So there's a connection there as well, like physically in the body as well, in terms of, because we do store a lot of information in all our cells and what have you. And music can help to break that up, and the chakras and everything. This is so interesting. So tell me, how do you work with people? Like, I know you work one-to-one individually, but you also work collectively with people as well. So what does it look like when you're working on a one-to-one with a person?
So interesting that you brought that up about the chakra points with the music, because Michael's piano, so when he plays the piano, he can feel in which chakra your soul song resonates, because the piano has the point of the chakras into the tunes. So so for example, when we do a one-to-one session, people come, the only thing what they have to do finally is to relax.
Nice. I like that.
So we do Zoom sessions, but also we do here in Los Angeles, we work in crystal stores. We do community sessions for the collective. But then when you have a one-to-one session, you just sit down, you relax, and then Michael starts with the cleansing first. That means he goes through the chakras with the piano tune, just the piano tune, in 432 hertz, and clean it out. And then he feel when he have a resistance about some tunes, oh, there is a blockage in the heart chakra. Oh, okay, let's go and open that with the melody. And then on some point, he goes in to a stream of, I would say it's your heart melody, kind of from your frequency, and he catches up that melody. And I listen to him carefully. And then on some point, I go in with my voice and I start, because I close my eyes, I start to see pictures about your life. I get informations, maybe from a past life, sometimes from the future, sometimes from the situation right now. And then we do kind of a music journey together. So I sing them in lyrics, what I see. So for example, we had a client last week in a crystal store, and I saw a castle immediately when Michael was starting to play the piano, a castle, and she was a queen there. But she, in that time, I saw her in front of me, and we went together down to the basement, and in the basement she did witchcraft. And they found that out. And then they were not happy that the queen makes this, but she did it to find out, to help the people there. It was never ever in a bad kind of like intention, but they got it wrong and it broke her heart. And this energy field she still brings into today. And I told her, and then we did this journey. I saw her then on a way with some flowers. All the time when I see flowers, are the opportunities that you have in your life, but you don't take them because otherwise I would see a flower bouquet. So, and then at the end of the journey, we always have a reading with them. So I told them what I saw, what the lyrics are as a meaning. And then she told me, she was crying and crying, and she said, it's exactly how I feel in this life. And in this life, she was afraid to charge something for her work, spiritual work, and she had no clue from where this blockage came. And now we work on that she goes into, and when it's just, even it's just $1, it goes away from that energy field, from that broken heart, from that time. So now she will learn to let go of that because it's still in her energy field and just embrace that powerful magic that she can do with her hands. And she already do it, but her whole life and her whole family always told her, you have to charge something. Why you are so shy? Why? And then she started to paint. And of course, for a painting, she charged something because it's outside from her. And I told her, no, 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 no. It starts inside from you. You have to charge something, even you do energy work, because from there comes that wand that she had from a past life. So now we work on that together. And Michael told her everything was in the heart chakra, but also in the crown chakra. So purple and green energy he saw. And she has to bring that now into a good cycle for herself. This is her lifetime kind of journey, to bring that in a good cycle and to forgive herself for that time, because it's not about to hang into the past. It's about what you can do right now. What is possible right now, because you came here for a reason, and it's okay to feel the things and to go into that. So she will do meditation about it, but also maybe when she listened to the song, her soul song, that she start to paint, to bring it into a painting. What she feels, what she see, what kind of colors, maybe numbers, something. And that's her soul song journey right now. Yeah.
That is
That's
just,
session.
isn't it so great to be able to, because like there's many of us, including myself, going around and things are happening and we don't know why, and things are reoccurring, the same kind of thing, maybe not the exact same thing, but for the same reasons. And when it's articulated like that, when it's actually just told to you, do you know what I mean? Like where it was, where it came from, it's like, oh my God, yeah, that makes so much sense. And I've had a few instances like that as well along the way, but there's always things happening. But to know what your journey is on this earth, because I really do believe that, we're spiritual first, we're energetic beings first. And I really believe that our opportunity of being here on the earth is to learn new experiences and to bring them with us into our next life or whatever. And that's what the opportunity is here, but also to work together. I think working together is really the team now at the moment, because, together we're strong. We've heard of that term many times, but it is really powerful. And I think as human beings, we can't survive on our own. We do need other people around us, and we are individuals. We have to look after ourselves first. And I think when we do that, when we know exactly what it is that we're meant to be doing, what really fills our heart up, and we can do it, then we can really step into that. That's the soul work. We can really step into that without being knocked off track by what other people are saying about us, that we're mad. People say to me, oh, you're mad. I say, yeah, I'm mad. All right. I'm making a difference. MAD. That's what I say. But yeah, and like it is very challenging because we want to be loved. We want to be accepted. But when you're so aligned, you can't be knocked off that. Nobody else can budge you. And music is such a powerful way to do that. And interestingly, Saskia, I help a lot of my clients with sleep, as you know, and music. I tell them, music is a tool that they can use, something so simple to help just to relax that nervous system. Our nervous system is so like this so much of the time. and we don't feel safe. For many of us, we don't feel safe at night. And this is, I believe, why many of us can't sleep at night. What would you say to that?
Yes, absolutely right. I mean, it's all about the nerve system, and music can help you to relax and to let go. And there is right now so many nice apps. So I would say if you speak with your clients about frequency music, please be aware of it. Not everything is good on YouTube or Spotify or Apple Music is because they when you're uploading the song, they put it down the quality. So
Yeah.
in YouTube, there are so many people you have no clue if that really is a clean frequency
It's
because
like
they
there's a
start
dirty noise in it or something, isn't it? There's a dirty noise or something that's like frequency that's in that music. That's what I heard.
yeah, so it's more like they give the title like healing frequency sleep music, but you don't know what is behind the music
Yeah.
because you don't hear it. It's really about you don't see it and you don't hear it, but it has an effect on your body. So, but now so many nice apps. I can send you these apps.
Brilliant.
Working with scientists and doctors with healing music and with specific frequency. Even when you have your menstruation, there is a frequency that lets go of that pain that your body can let go of that pain. And it sounds so. There are three different they have three different they have just the frequency, then they have frequency with a little bit guitar, and then they have frequency with a little bit waterfall kind of. So and then you can choose what you I think when it's an urgency, when you really have a pain, then it's good to have the frequency there, and that goes into your body and you react to that. So and that's approved by scientists and doctors. So I am not the person that say every doctor is right and scientist, but to have I work with that. So we work for ourselves with that app too. So I can send you that app.
Oh, that would be amazing.
It's super powerful, and you just last night we had a friend. She had pain in the shoulder, and there is this frequency about pain in your body. And we just put it on her, and it sounds horrible. It sounds like, it sounds horrible because it's just frequency.
Yeah.
But she was like, it feels like my body stopped being press, you know? And of course, so it's for everyone is different. So the thing is, I am very into music. Other people, they close them about music. They feel more safe with a pill, of course. So everyone is different. So you have to try it out, but then try it out from a safe kind of from a safe, like that it's a clean energy. That's the most important thing, because YouTube, everyone can go on YouTube. So you never know what is behind the song. So for example, they found out on so many pop songs, when you listen to them carefully, they are messages in that programming the people. So just be careful because everyone can upload everything in the internet, that your music comes from a cool and good environment, kind of like approved.
Well, that is good to know.
They really care. People, they
Yeah. Yeah. That is good to know, because there's a lot of where it's
there is a sleep frequency with waterfall, but also with guitar. And we use that every night before we go to bed. Put that frequency in, and that we have good, and that our body really can relax. So that is one of the songs there. Yes.
Yeah, because I'm finding, like, the more I'm looking into this whole, sleep and what have you, and yes, I can give all the routines and the sleep hygiene, but I think there's an even deeper element behind all of that stuff. Yes, that's all important, but the more I'm looking into this, and the more, people's lives are so busy, just so much distractions in the world, just social media, all this binging and what have you on the phones. There's just so much distractions, and we're just all over the place. And there's a feeling of unsafety. That's what I'm feeling anyway. And people are tense, and they just can't be with themselves. And actually, when you started explaining at the very beginning, I wrote down the word because when I said you can't be with yourself, I wrote down the word because, and that word stood out for me when you were telling your higher guides all the excuses when you were having the stroke, because this, because that, right? And I learned a long time ago, because literally means I am the cause of my being. That's what because means. I am the cause. So we do create everything that comes our way, and we don't intentionally do it. We don't know any better. But when we keep asking why, and keep drilling it down, we'll eventually come to the so asking the questions.
That's exactly how I work with myself. I always ask me, why are you doing this? Why? Until I cannot ask why anymore, until I'm running out of my whys. And then sometimes I have the feeling I catch myself, and then until I'm okay, because of that. And and why you? Oh, because of that. Okay. And then I go into the core of my problem, or of how I do the next move in a better way. So it's very powerful to ask yourself why.
It's an interesting exercise, and I think we don't ask ourselves enough powerful questions like that. So it's asking the right questions powerful, and we will get to the root of why we're doing things. And sometimes it might take a while or whatever, but the mind goes off and is always looking for the answer. So it might just pop up, a week later when you're driving down the road type of thing. So always ask yourself why am I doing this? Why? Or if you got triggered, why did I do that? Why? What was that? Anger, sadness? What was it?
Blah, blah, and from where it comes, why are reacting like this? So, let's meditate about that. In my childhood there were this thing. Oh, okay, but okay, they're not new feelings coming up now. Okay, well, so what? How I felt in that situation. So yeah, it's self-reflection, and it's very powerful. And then you transform a lot of energy in your energy field. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so powerful. Something I just want to touch on, and we're coming to the end, Saskia. I could talk to you all day. Oh my God. Is the Schumann frequency. So that's the frequency of the earth.
Right.
And can you not compare, but like, how does it relate to this 432 frequency? How does that relate to the frequency of the earth, or does it?
So, I mean, the frequency of the earth, they say this is the heartbeat of the earth, kind
Yeah.
of. And now this frequency, it's going higher. So it start to change. And that's why everyone in Schumann frequency are freaking out right now, because we have a lot of energy that start to change now. And that's why we are in that totally changing time. And people get scared because they cannot control anymore the change. They have no, so it's very interesting. So, and Schumann frequency, it's just like the earth has a kind of like vibration. And so 432 hertz is the vibration of the ocean, of the tree, of your body. It's more like a relaxing frequency. And sometimes, when you hear water, that is in that frequency kind of. Then we have 528. 528 is more the heart frequency, the love frequency, self-love. Then we have 727. This is the higher self frequency. I mean, there is a huge list about frequencies. So there is a lot more. And the Schumann frequency, it's nice that now young people start to speak about that the earth has a frequency, that we are in that change, because so there is this thing that the last 200 years we were in this earth epoch. Everything was about materialism, capitalism. It was all about me. It was more like, and the woman was an object. So it came all in that thing. And now we are changing into the air epoch for the next 200 years. So we are really, you and me, we are with that bridge to go now to the other side. And it's really happening. And here in Los Angeles, it is so strong, because Los Angeles is a vortex of energy. So, and the air epoch, it's more about, it's not competition, is to cooperation. It's more to be together. It's not the woman is an object. It's more like the woman is a queen. So it's more about I have a house alone. No, you have a house with friends. So it's not about I buy my things. It's about to share. It's about, and they say mushrooms are the future of connection, of networking. They start now to build houses. They found out how to build houses with mushroom elements. So the whole next 200 years will change. It's about spirituality, technology, of course, online thing, but it's also the feminine power is coming.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
the next 200 years, all that happened to us as a collective, women, it will now change. And that's why that's so interesting. We have right now this huge earth epoch energy, Trump energy, and now we have Harris that brings this new air epoch energy in there. So I am from Switzerland. I have no clue about politics, but I'm in Los Angeles. And in summer, when Harris came to the kind of like to the stage, I would say to the stage, the whole energy in Los Angeles, the whole energy start to change. People were like filled with hope. People start to be more open. It was totally, you went out, people were totally different. So I don't know if she will win or not, but that she came to the stage, that frequency changed everything for every woman on the planet.
Oh my God.
It's a very, very cool, powerful work in a spiritual way, in an energetically way, because she pushes women in front in a very, because America was always like, everyone looks to America and they were always the kind of the leader. And now this change happening, and I don't know if she will win, but what she did already change the whole collective energy in the next level. So we can be very thankful that she is on the front, that she put all this energy out in a very positive way, to speak in a positive way, to just give. And her campaign is freedom, to just give for us as women, finally this freedom to stand for ourselves and to be supported from everyone. Because the last 200 years, when a woman was standing for herself, she get judged, and she get like, of course she has judgment too, but she also has support. And to have that energy field right now in the collective for every woman on the planet, that's a lot of work, and I'm very thankful. And that's totally earth epoch, air epoch, and that's the change. And I mean, we are born in that change, and we can be a bridge. You are a bridge for so many people. I'm a bridge. Just give the hand and say, let's go and try something new, because what we did the last 200 years, it was horrible, and we have to be strong. We have to have our own freedom, but then that everyone can have his freedom too, because like you said, it starts in yourself, and then it goes to the world. So you can be a candle and light yourself up, and you give that light to someone else, and you still have your light with you, and you light so many people up. And on some point, there is a million that you lighting up. So, but you still have your burning candle, your burning fire inside yourself. It's beautiful.
It's exciting. It is so, it's an exciting time. And it takes a lot of courage as well to stand up and to be the change,
Yeah.
and to be the example and to lead the way and to shine the light for other people to recognize their brilliance as well. And as women, we are very nurturing, and we have that empathy and compassion, and we have all these skills that are really needed in the world today, to help bring the world forward and bring that peace, because we all want peace of mind, and, to nurture all the people and to make a difference in the world. Saskia, I could talk to you all day. What is next for you? I mean, I know you're going around the world, you're doing concerts as well. I mean, you perform to thousands of people and you work one-to-one. So you're doing, like, what's next for you now, Saskia?
So we work on some music, new music that I wrote especially for America. So 2 or 3 songs, and they will be in 528, so in the heart frequency. So that's a huge project that we're working on. And then, of course, we do one-to-one session in Los Angeles in the Crystal stores. We are with magic markets, with pop-up markets. We love to be with that market thing. And so it's a lot of self-reflection as well to do that, to take that time for yourself too. And so right now we are just in Los Angeles. We have an artist visa for 3 years. So 2.5 more years to be here. So let's see. So my goal, we had a group, like a book reading group. And so then I had the idea to set a thing for the universe that they have a little bit guidance from myself. I told them, you know what? It would be very beautiful if I could do a soul song for Oprah in her show.
Oh, there you go.
Let's make that happen, because I have a feeling she would love that. And that would help to bring that soul song thing into more like in a powerful way. So yeah, just to follow and listen to the universe, and everyone is connected. Everyone has guidance. Everything starts with a very brave heart. So the only thing that you have to do is to believe in yourself. Never give up. Never. There is always a solution. You can take a break, have a good sleep, but then stand up. Yeah. Yes.
I'm reminding myself of this every day.
Yes. So
She believed she could.
there is always a solution, because when the problem comes to you, you already have the solution. Maybe you have to craft a little bit the solution and find out, because then you have to step up. But
Yeah.
never give up and believe in yourself. It starts with you. It starts with you.
I love it. So powerful. And, we will finish up on that note. What a great way to finish up. But yeah, everything starts with you, and you got to fill your own cup up first and give yourself that love and compassion first. And come from the heart. And I love that you're doing those songs and the heart frequency as well, because love just breaks through everything. It really does. I feel, love is what's missing in an awful lot of people's lives, that feel they've been loved, and the balance of giving and receiving as well, of love and all that as well. Saskia, I will see you in Los Angeles next year. Please God, you'll still be there anyway. So I will make sure that I look you up and visit you, and maybe do some work with you or whatever. But yeah, I do plan to go back next year. But Saskia, thank you so much for being with us today. Thank you for all your wisdom and your insights, and sharing the work that you do, and helping us to realize and get a new perspective on music, and even for the artists out there as well, that's a really important point that you raised as well. Because it can really have an impact on people. So thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Your day is just starting over there. My day is almost ending. And we will talk to you soon, Saskia. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And say hello to Michael as well for us.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Bye.
I do hope you are enjoying these conversations, and to help me continue pushing these videos and audio podcasts together, I do have an ask. I do need support to help me to keep bringing you knowledge and insights. There is a Patreon link, patreon.com/empowering family health, or you can make a donation via PayPal. All the links are in the description and the pinned comment. You can do a one-off, or you can do a monthly support. So I'd really appreciate that. Thank you, and have a wonderful day. Take care.